Here, this will serve as a good spot.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this, we still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here.
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon. And one of the...
Huh? Are you serious? As in...
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized... When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It caught what's more. Whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew to... Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse. But once together with my own investigations over the past few years, there are, for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and you all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power and, in return, it hungers for my...
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the...
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always
Whew.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait.
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Carians used to worship was actually the Does that mean that the Carians were to the...
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideal... Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon...
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar when I looked at you. I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye. In your flames.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is Anyway, time is against us. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letters, Sandrone mentioned that
That's right. For now, the iridescent moon is already part of who you are.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Paranhari, also known as Leobranto Inamorat. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era, but setting aside the tangled... In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose, they made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted death. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual. The book leaves much unsaid. But I suspect that this was their way of branding the children.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space.
But there's no fireplace here. Do you see it?
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between... Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be... In short, I can open a passage. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open. So I won't... Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you would. I may need it. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to...
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer.
Got it.
I sense a sinister gloom inside. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend.
I sense your presence and craving death and rebirth. Wait, why are you? You've crossed over from another world, transcended fate itself. I have no right to.
Hey! Look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss.
Careful! There's something... Paimon's right? By the way, Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
Right now, right here. I'm always watching. Emerge, right now, right here. Just like I thought. It was only a facade. Emerge, right now.
Flash attack!
Observe. Fear the dark. Be silent. To dust.
Emerge, right now, right here.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls. Observe. Fear the dark.
Huh? Huh? For real? That's a...
No. I'm not. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird... Wait, see that? Looks like a mechanism. Looks like a device from the time of Kalia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues. moons might...
Thelindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks.
Thelindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? Oh, yeah.
The Abyss has made this space extremely maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here.
Whenever I see this view, waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space.
Emerge, right now, right here.
Looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
I swear by my sword!
Be silent. To dust. Observe.
See. So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the... If it really does exist, then maybe... With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to act— Oh, Rerir, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But if only I could get my hands on that outside—
Hey, look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Thelindis' voice mentioned a chamber with them.
It must be. For within it...
Then there's no time to lose! These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow. That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, but we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it.
Right now, emerge, right now.
Wingdang Weatherball!
Wait, hear me. A sight to behold. Right here, emerge, right here.
Be silent. Observe. Do you fear the dark?
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away if we can purify the abyssal power within. And so... Is it you?
Huh?
At long last. I'm sorry. I lied to you. Even the moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? You look so positive, but trust me when I say that everything
What was that all about? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend.
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost moon. For a fading soul like hers. Our auras must be too similar to...
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. Alright, time to... That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy. Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart!
Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
Hey, it's...
What are you waiting for?
Oh, we made it! Was that you, Arlecchino? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little... No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands...
Oh...
As much as I'd like to call it a favor,
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbine. Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina! Are you okay?
I'm fine.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned.
It's still not enough. Just one more ray of moonlight. It's okay. I can take it.
How about now? Fight.
At the very least, I won't have to. I want to see him gone from Not Cry.
Well, it's good. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog, but now, you're full of vitality.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps...
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. All I'll say is this. Once you... All right. That's it from...
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your...
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.